Hey, Sunshine Monet with the affirmations to enjoy your day with Sunshine Monet. You are listening to Chakra Music. I came through with intentions of destruction. You said you wanted freedom, well, it's me then that you wanted. I moved in gratitude as my soul was being summoned. The consciousness has returned, Christ is really coming. I make these flows for the souls that drift in indigo. I make some goals for they glow since they was embryos. Access the records, they lectures, keep your principles. Enemies infect you, don't let them reach your pinnacles. Reversing curses that's embedded in religions. They wound up in your soul, that's why you feel tension. I'm remixing declensions before Sumerians existed. It's something in the water, don't get caught, you'll get acidic. I bury enemies, pay pinnacles to the witness. You say my name in threes, I appear in your vision. Write Iliads in me, I'm the witcher in your system. Silly as can be, there's no opposite in infinite. I'm the goddess of crossroads, touching all directions. With the skull and crossbones that call to the vexes. I applaud the protectors, I'm the god of inflection. They see the demon in me and still pause the respecters. I need no translation, vibrating from universe. My throat mansplaining while my yoni do the work. Mask off, crowns on, bombshell on all the arts. Mask off, crowns on, bombshell on all the arcs. Mask off, crowns on, bombshell on all the arcs. Mask off, crowns on, bombshell on all the arcs.
Enoch 7 prophet, move like the full winds do. My energy is useful, my thoughts are old school. So I move with a Bob Slim. Say I'm sexy, haircut like Anita Baker, real lovely. Caught up in the rapture, it's kinda risque. Kisses and faces on public is real frisky. Touche.
You are listening to Chakra Music.
Mask off.
Peace, y'all. Welcome to Virgo Virgin Talk with your girl Sunshine Monie El. And usually we have the goddess Danielle. We trying to reach her. We'll see how well that goes throughout the show. Just cross your fingers for me. So yeah, today's episode is all about Oya. You know, Oya is really cool, and it's a divine alignment that we're talking about Oya today because the sun entered the draconic Scorpio energy and Vedic Scorpio energy on the 16th and 17th, which was yesterday and the day before yesterday. So it's a divine alignment that we are speaking on Oya today as we are officially in Scorpio season. It's dope that we have Scorpio energy on the tropical, Vedic, and draconic scale for the next few days until we enter the tropical Sagittarius chart on the 22nd, 23rd of this month. So for like the next 4 to 5 days, we have a nice transformation, empowerment, solar plexus energy all across the board. And that's a vibe. And I talked about it heavily in the planetary forecast about how you'll notice that the Vedic chart and the draconic chart are becoming closer and closer to one another as we start to be more directed towards our soul and our soul's experiences and less towards our indoctrination, because the tropical chart deals with our thoughts and how we think things are to be because of our upbringing, our experiences, the different agreements that were imposed upon us, etc., etc. So to see the Ayana Masa between the tropical and the Vedic chart getting larger and larger, and I don't think it's called an Ayana Masa between, I think it's just tropical and Vedic, but let's just, for the sake of conversation, say that Ayana Masa between the draconic and the Vedic chart is maybe 1 to 2 degrees for most of the celestial bodies is a big deal. That means more spiritual experiences in your vortex, because that's what the Vedic chart rules over, is your vortex, what you're attracting in your space with your Venusian energy. So you're having more spiritual experiences, more spiritual alignments, agreements, designs, everybody walking in their soul purpose. You see waves upon waves of spiritual enlightenment around certain folks, depending upon what their numbers and stars are under the transit, numbers and stars. It's all a great vibe. This is a great space where we give our homage to the first treaty we have with the Most High, as the month of Scorpio, or the Sheshvan. I know I probably butchered that, sorry to my Hebrews out there, but this is the month that was the flood. The Great Flood was this month on the 17th of this month, and it went on for 1 year and 10 days. And when we went to like 111, this is, the 11th month now in our chart. So even in the realms of Genesis, we still, it still was like a divine alignment for the Gregorian calendar. I don't know how, intentional all that was. Being an 11th month of mastery, and Scorpio, Pluto energy being associated with control and power in your solar plexus. And the whole point, and a big point of rising above Scorpio or Pluto energy, Oya energy, is learning self-control and self-management, and learning that yourself is the only person you can control. You can't control anybody else. Even in acts of avenging and revenge and mirroring energy and evening whatever scales that energy may have in their head about shit, like i.e. the actual flood that was, all repercussions, revenge. I know how to control the humans, I'll kill them, and that didn't work, obviously, because Noah and his people survived, and I'm pretty sure it was some other folks somewhere else that survived as well. So that didn't work. It didn't control the people, because wake up, look at where we are now. And so, all in all, it's just learning that the only person you control is yourself. And a lot of the revenge just comes from, like, when you dig deep enough into it, comes from a space of fear. And I'm gonna get into all that in Sunday service for the most part. Today we just here to talk about Oya, so I won't go too far off out of Oya, especially because my sis not here. I'll leave everything off. So we know Oya is associated with the planets Mars and Pluto. We know Pluto is the planet of transformations. It deals with, the rise and fall of empires, as does Oya. Oya rules over, the rise and fall of, empires, and, she protects the elders. Oya means she tore, and Oya Iyansan An means mother of nine. And I love this. And I found it like very interesting, like in my own personal life. And I'm gonna read some facts out to y'all. And then once I finish reading the facts out, my bad, I didn't realize my phone was like literally right in the speaker. But once I read some facts out, I'll tell you like what this means to me personally. And maybe in the comments or something, y'all could chime in and say, oh, well, listening to what you're talking about, that sound like XYZ. I don't know. Maybe y'all can help me. I've been trying to figure it out. Anyway, so I love, I love nines. Nines are my go-to number. Y'all know my birthday, 9/19/90. But Oya is the goddess of storms, death, and rebirth, and she's associated with like winds and thunderstorms, stuff like that, because she married Shango, and Shango is the god of thunder and lightning. And Oya was one of Shango's three wives. It's Oya, Oba, and Oshan. And Oya and Oshan were cool to a certain extent, because Oya is still Oya. Scorpio energy is the energy of the jealous. So, but Oba was the sweetheart. Oba scales associated with people pleasing and being a wet blanket and stuff like that. So that's the energy Oba had. It was like airhead, super nice energy. Do whatever, go with whatever, flow with the flow, whatever, to make to appease everybody, because that self-sacrificial shit, that be how they make themselves happy some weird way. But anyway, so Oya used to play tricks on Oba and like confuse her and get her to do silly things for Shango, and like cook him the wrong meal or put something in his meal or something, and just like hide things from her, just little silly stuff. And Oshan more so used to just sit on the sidebar and laugh. So when you think about Oya being the solar plexus, the gut controls the mind. Oba is the Libra scales, which is the heart, the vortex, the experience, right? Oba is the external side of the experiences, while Oshan is the internal side of the experiences. So that makes sense. Oya being the controller. Oya telling, confusing the heart a little bit, going back and forth with the heart. We've had that many times. A lot of us have self-sabotaged in relationships and things like that, with a tug of war between the heart and the mind. When we know who controls the mind is the gut. You know what I mean? So that's where a lot of those stories, y'all know, if y'all follow me or whatever, y'all know I aligned the personifications of the Orishas with our chakras and our alignments of self in the Kabbalah. And let's get into this next slide so I can show y'all that. So this is the alignment. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, because I gotta I had updated that, but I wanted to show y'all the alignment of. There we go. I wanted to show y'all the alignment in the Kabbalah. So as you can see, Pluto is up here. I don't know if y'all can see my mouse or not, but Pluto is at the top. Keter Pluto. And that's because Oya is associated with death and rebirth. So in some cultures, Oba is said to give you the passport to life. So she's the one that gives you the passport to come down here through the motherships. And then she also takes your passport away and helps you to transition when you go into your ascension, when you connect that Aquarius, that Asar back into Oya. And Asar, I mean, not Asar, Aset and Oya, or Shango and Oya, because Shango is associated with Aquarius energy. That's in the feminine side of your root chakra. So, Aquarius energy and, Aquarius and Oya, they was together. And then that also makes sense because Aquarius energy is associated with social attachments and detachments. And the fact that Shango was married to Oba and Oshan in the heart chakra, these are the people you have love for, compassion, forgiveness, um, empathy, sympathy, apathy, bonds, relationships, marriages, interpersonal relationships, universal compassion, phileo love, agape love, eros love. All those things are coming from the heart chakra, and Aquarius energy, Shango energy, that energy of social awareness, social justice, fairness, detachments, and attachments is married to the heart chakra, right? Because if I don't forgive people, my Aquarius energy is probably like super duper attached, right? If I have a strong sense of apathy, yeah, I'm detached. My social awareness, not really there. I'm not really feeling y'all, And then when it's on the other side of the spectrum, you can either be at a great equilibrium, which we love, healthy relationships and social attachments and social awareness, balancing the Oba scales in our social justice. That means there's a heavenly give and take in our relationships, right? Or excuse me, y'all, peace. Or it could be, imbalance as far as when I told you about Oba scales, people pleasing, overcompensating to be on people's good sides, what deals with a lot of like martyrdom and self-sacrificial energy, to be on people's good side. So, to say Oba and Oshan was married to, Sango is really dope. And then to bring Oya into the mix, that is aligning the non-physical with the physical, which is the story of Sango, is the alignment of the physical and the non-physical, as he went away and then came back in the cosmos. Once there's a couple stories about Oya which give light to some of her names. So the fact that she's even married to Sango, oh, you're an Aquarius, peace to the God. You tapped in on a good, you know what, that keeps happening. Like when I'm doing my planetary forecast, every time I talk about, as soon as I get to a certain zodiac, I guess it's the algorithms now, they're getting really good to where, like, when I say something, if that's something that you look at, like, I don't know. Well, it's a cellular phone, so it's starting to become one of ourselves, whatever. But that's fly. You did come in on a good time, and I'm glad you're here. Peace. So, yeah. So Sango being married to Oya, that's why Oya is considered the goddess of storms and things like that, because she's in alignment with him. Sango met Oya at the Niger River. Was it the Niger River? I don't want to lie to y'all, but I know it was a river in Nigeria. That wasn't funny. Anyway, she so he used to meet her at this river on a regular basis, and like she was so beautiful to him. So yeah, it was the Niger River. The Niger River is called Odo Oya, so they even named the Niger River after Oya. So he kept meeting her at this river and giving her gifts and adorning her and stuff like that. And so after a while they got married. And so that is the alignment with the storms. Now, what's alignment with, okay, so Scorpio energy, one of the ways to rise above Scorpius energy is to learn how to forgive and learn how to rise above the desires for revenge. Because when you think about how a Scorpio moves claws and tail first. Scorpio energy is also water, And a lot of the mentality in that realm is, if you look like you about to come at me, I'm gonna come at you first. But you gotta think about, like, a Scorpio is close the fuck to the ground. Their eyes is in a certain placement. It look like everybody coming for you, bro. Everybody taller than you. Everybody bigger than you. Ain't nobody coming for you. Ain't nobody think about you. Most of us can't even see your ass. Anyway, but that's not a bad thing. It's more so because, like, you're captivating and stuff. When people do see a Scorpio energy, like a scorpion, like, I'm pretty sure if a scorpion would have walked in your living room right now, or, at first nobody would see it because it'll be small, low to the ground, until people start to notice it, then it becomes this big thing, right? And that's more so because of what? Fear. You think that scorpion is going to attack you automatically. Why? Because that scorpion thinks you're going to attack them automatically. So they come in a room already in attack mode. So the goal is to rise above that vibe. We're not going to stick to that joint. We don't, that's the realm there. Letting go of grudges and things. Once you realize that the only person you can control yourself, that's in alignment with the readings of, the Kabbalah and things. Let me see if I got my Kabbalah pages out already. Yes, I do. Yay to being prepared. So it's called Mar Chesvan. The astrological month of Scorpio, or as it's called in Hebrew, Mar Chesvan, or Bitter Chesvan, and it's the left column water sign, and it's ruled by Mars and Pluto. The Book of Formation speaks of 7 planets in the solar system. In the last century, 3 more planets were revealed, and as a result, Pluto has been found to bear influence on the sign of Scorpio. All water signs are emotional, but Scorpions are particularly irrational when it comes to their emotions. They go to extremes in both positive and negative aspects, and there's only black and white in the world of Scorpion, no gray areas. If you are not their friend, then you are by default their enemy, and they don't really come too much into energies or spaces automatically coming on some friendly shit. Everybody enemy by default. So it's like learning how to come out of that, and you'll most definitely be treated that way. Remember what I said? When a scorpion comes in the living room, everybody treats the scorpion like the scorpion's going to attack. Why? Because we know the scorpion is always in attack mode, because the scorpion is fear, and the root of both sides of that violence or that animosity or aggression is fear. You going to attack me? I'm gonna get you first. You going to attack me? I'm gonna get you first, nigga. Like, even though I know y'all can't see me, like, I'm ready, like, and that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Anyway, all water signs are emotional, but Scorpions are particularly irrational when it comes to their emotions. They go to extremes in both positive and negative aspects. There's only black and white. Oh yeah, I said that. So, coming back to Oya, in alignment with that. So, as far as the extreme John goes, there was a time where Sango had a couple of military people, and Oya was in her Scorpio mode. I don't trust these niggas. You gotta do something with these dudes, bro. They gonna attack. We gotta be in attack mode. Da, da, da. So Sango, made some orders, ordered them both away. They didn't. They came back and challenged him. He was working his magic. He wasn't doing a good job. He had let Oya use his thunderbolt, and the thunderbolt was wet with blood, and so it didn't work. And so Sango was defeated. He was embarrassed. Some say that why are you frowning? Some say that Sango killed himself. Some say that Sango was he got attacked, surprise attack. Some say that he just went into the cosmos. It's different tales, but when people started speaking bad on Sango, that's when bad things started happening to the village after his disappearance. So here comes the extremities. Not only that's the fact that Oya even put him in that position to begin with, because she was in that scorpion mode, get them before they get us, and when nobody even thinking about you. And then on a revenge tip, going, trying to, still coaching him to go back and forth with them, on and on and on, and then eventually leading up to this. And then during the realms of Sango going back and forth with these two rulers, he ended up killing one of his wives and his children. So that was a whole thing too. So it was just like, now you see how like revenge is very, destructive, right? And we see that in a lot of films and stuff like that, how like when it's supposed to be the protagonist we see in the film, and they've been training for years, ever since they were 3 years old, and they watched their parents die for like fucking Bruce Wayne is a perfect example. And then there was a show called Revenge. I forget why the girl was getting revenge. It was something with her parents or something, but she really dedicated her whole life to getting revenge against this whole family. And then I believe she ended up dying in the end. Did she get shot or something? I forget. But it's just like, it just goes to show how, like, you know, seeking revenge and being vengeful and all that stuff like that is actually self-sabotaging, especially, you know, when you come into the mindset that Pluto is associated with one, being one amongst the collective, you know, that divine alignment. This is when we get into the nothingness. This is the crown, right? Crown is when we go into a space of nothingness. Now we in the outer spheres. We're in the soul realm, you know. At least, we're not all the way up to Soph or whatever, up to that veil. You see that veil at the top of the first image up there. That's the Pantheon there. But like, at the same token, we're no longer dealing with a physical chakra. We're dealing with the non-physical. So when we come into the non-physical, we kind of come into a oneness, because there's no beginning or end to me or you, because our energy is so infinite. Like, I got energy in different countries and cities and states and planets and everything else right now, because voice travels. My energy, my attitudes, my moods, they're traveling. My thoughts travel, my dreams are traveling. Everything about me is traveling past some of my comprehension, or some of my the realms I can fathom. Like, I can only imagine but so much. But we're very infinite, and our energy, really covers a lot. So to move in that level of vengefulness is not acknowledging Pluto to its utmost form. So that's when we get into the space of vengefulness. That's when we get into the space of, that mindset. Like, I forget what post I posted, but it was something about Scorpios. And I remember talking about it in the Hump Day reading too. And I remember a lot of Scorpios commenting like, oh, we just mirror y'all energy. We just mirror y'all energy, whatever y'all give us. And that's not true. And let me tell you why. Because water does not mirror anything. I don't care if you're a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I've never looked at a bowl of water and saw a complete, perfect image of me. I might have saw an image of me, but it ain't like looking in the mirror or looking in some glass, looking in some sand. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same thing. It's distorted. It's a little exaggerated. It's like going inside one of the funny house mirrors. And that's when we come into the number 8 being infinity, high, low, lows, and then a little bit of time in the middle. That's the wavelengths in the water of Scorpio, when Scorpio is showing a reflection of anything. And, it's water ripples there. It's also, that energy is dealt with extremities. So while they think that they're mirroring energy, they're not mirroring shit. They're still moving with them claws up. Oh, I imagine you doing this, and then I imagine all the intentions and the mindset and everything behind it. And I just imagine all of these things compiled upon this energy exchange, and I'm going to mirror it. You didn't mirror nothing, bro. You just created a whole reality. And that's a power. There's a power in that. It's just, if you're not using it correctly, what are you doing? And so that was something I talked about heavy during the Hump Day reading. That was my response to a lot of the Scorpios. I got unfollowed by a lot of people. I don't care. I got a lot of Scorpio on my chart too. Especially on my draconic, more so on my draconic chart. So like, I get it. That, how a lot of Scorpions act is like the voices in my head. So like, yeah, it is what it is. They think the moon lights up. Right. And that's not, it's not entirely true. It's not and it's not to invalidate your feelings, because we know, water deals with emotions and stuff, and water has the best memory. So the fact that Scorpio is such an extreme fixed energy, and then it has a memory, and water has like the best memory, it memorizes those extremities to the extremes of the extremes. So it's like, some of their memories on things ain't really, to the level that they even are. So you got to be mindful with them when they be telling stories and tell you how things went and stuff like that. Just be mindful. And it's not always intentional. It's because they're coming forward with their emotional self, like, stuff like that. Anyway, here, there. So that is the extremes. That is the revenge. Also on the realms of extremes is when Sango died, however way he died. At first he was missing for a long time. So Oya killed herself. So the fact that she killed herself was a level of extreme act. The amount of emotional distraught she was in, shows has a lot to show what the extreme emotions that Scorpions feel. They feel things very, very deeply. It's very deep intuitive energy there, and it's fixed. So it's very hard to, move that memory or that energy or whatever, even if it depends on where their throat chakra is, but some people have air throat chakras where it'll say something, but the water is totally different place. And I ain't even really talking about Scorpio suns too much because Scorpio sun, well, I can talk about Scorpio suns because the sun sign is your experiences. The sun sign isn't who you are. It doesn't really have anything to do with your energy. And more so is more so telling you the kind of experiences you're gonna have with your energy. So, people with the sun sign in Scorpio have Scorpio type experiences. So you would experience a lot of extreme energy exchanges, a lot of moments where you're learning to rise above that vengeful, mindset and all that stuff like that. Those are your experiences. Now, if you have a moon in Scorpio, that's the window to your soul. So tap into your draconic chart to see what that, Scorpio energy is fixed on in your moon, because that's who you are when you're at your homeostasis. And your rising sign, if your rising sign is in Scorpio, that is the EMF you give off when you walk into a room. So, those are the realms to it, the levels to it, or whatever, what have you. Okay. So at the left, as the left column of the water sign, Scorpios have a tremendous desire for power and control and seek these measures at any cost. They do not waver, they do not falter, and they stay their course with total determination and strength, which can sometimes result in unnecessary force and violence. Mars, which rules the month of Scorpio, is a planet and Greek god of war, which makes all Scorpios warriors who have the drive to eliminate their enemy no matter what toll it takes on anyone. Pluto rules life and death, as well as the power and energy of the seed, which at best manifests itself as life, as new life. It also gives Scorpios deep sexual desires that are rooted in the compulsion to propagate the human race. In their efforts to be fruitful and multiply, Scorpios can go so far as to damage their reproductive and sexual organs, leading to impotency, infertility, and cancer. And I find that interesting because when you get into Western, astrology, they hypersexualize Scorpios, and majority of Scorpios fall into that indoctrination, and they begin to hypersexualize their experiences. Oh, I'm a Scorpio. Everybody say I'm a freak. Everybody say that about you because they indoctrinated to say those things about you. So now they're hypersexualizing you. You're water mirroring and fixed on having these now hypersexualized sexual experiences and things like that. You get what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with this? Like, it's kind of like, a little intentional to put y'all in spaces to where y'all are damaging, your reproductive organs, your sexual self, because you're succumbing to those experiences. You're allowing yourself to fall privy to them. Be careful with that. But y'all fix signs, so it's kind of difficult to like tell them anything. Like, the most you can do is plant a seed and hope they listen, but it really got to be something that they want to do. It's not gonna get done. It's not gonna be anything you want or when you want it. It's gonna be on their time. So if you got patience for that, cool. If whatever. Um, they don't like change, and they want to harness total control over their lives and the lives of people around them. And their greatest fear is to lose control. In the Scorpio world of extremes, love is everything, and they feel their love. If they feel their love is not reciprocated, this love can turn into hate, and it is very difficult for Scorpios to forgive and forget. The typical Scorpio will not rest until he or her has had their revenge on a friend that betrayed them and let them down. This is the hardest or tikkun correction of Scorpios, to find the central column, which is, this. I don't know if y'all can see my mouse, but the central column is Doth Uranus, which is the progressive energy you need for change. Tifereth, which is the sun, Leo energy, which is love, coming back to your inner child. That inner child loves innocently and freely. Yesod, which is Luna. Now we're getting to nurturing, maternal energy, Yamoja, the mother. And then we're bringing that to Malkuth, which is earth, Jeb. All right. Um, Scorpios love to be engaged intellectually on things that interest them. Having an intellectual conversation with him will turn him on mentally. Agreed. Agreed. Scorpios love me. But yeah, the correction of Scorpios is to learn to with those how those places are what I just the Sephiros I just went over with you. Channel those arrows, column, and use the column to control the urge to avenge and to live, love, and let go. Mar Cheshvan is the month that is formerly known in Hebrew as Bitter Cheshvan. However, it can be transformed into Ram Cheshvan, which is elevated. Our job throughout the month is to transform that which is bitter into sweet, that which is lowly into lofty. And that's why this month deals with transformation, death, and rebirth. You see that outside with the trees, the leaves dying, animals are dying, going to sleep, going dormant. Even if they're not having a full death, they're at least going into hibernation, which is the cousin of death. You know what I'm saying? They're preparing for that. The transformations are happening in the season. We're moving into a space of stillness until we get to the solstice, and then we come back waiting for, Orun or Aries, whoever you want to call it, Heru, whatever, to, bring back, bring us into the spring equinox slowly but surely. So yeah, the Great Flood. Hold on, I lost my spot. Yeah, so that's transformations. That's extremes. Oh my God, where the peace? You on mute?
Greetings, everybody.
Greetings.
Greetings, sis.
Peace, pieces.
Yes. I kind of lost track of time. I forget that I am an hour behind. I didn't forget it earlier today, but yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting we on different time.
Yeah. Every time I try to set my phone to like Eastern Standard Time, it fights against me. Yes, indeed. I was taking a little nappy nap, but I'm wide awake now.
Be it.
Yes. So we on Oya today.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So what you was talking about before I got beamed up in here?
I was just talking about the job throughout this month is transformation. Oh, I was reading this joint out the Kabbalah website. Like Scorpions are very good business people. They love money because it gives them control and power. They're very good politicians, doctors, physiologists, astrologers, and financiers. They have very powerful metaphysical ability and intuition. They're very strong mystical and spiritual powers. If a Scorpio chooses the wrong path, they can be the most lethal and ruthless members. The Great Flood took place in the month. I talked about that earlier, how it happened on the 17th, which is like yesterday. Well, to me it was yesterday because I ain't go to sleep yet.
Hey, okay.
And it went on for a whole year and 10 days. So it had like, I was talking about how in my head that was like a 111 type, situation.
Yeah.
And the rainbow came on the 28th of November, as the 28th of November as we know it. But it was the 28th of the month of Cheshvan. And they claim that only Utna fished him and his family, and a pair of all Earth's creatures remained alive. Cheshvan tends to be a cumbersome month of negative energy. It is the one and only month that lacks holidays, which makes it a good time to focus on the patterns in which we have fallen, the ill feelings that we harbor, and the grudges that we still bear. So this is the space of time where you learn how to rise above all that Scorpius energy that you have in your, within yourself, because we all have Scorpio energy in us. If you have a solar plexus chakra, you have Scorpio energy in yourself. And the whole point is to find out what celestial bodies you have in Scorpio, whether it's the tropical, Vedic, draconic chart on the natal or progressive side. You could either have houses there, you could have aspects, squares, whatever to Scorpio, zodiac, or whatever. It don't have to be an actual body, celestial body or lunar mansion in that. And Scorpio, it could be something being sextile Scorpio zodiac. Like if you got placements in Cancer or Pisces, it'll be supported by Scorpio zodiac energy. Things like that. If we overcome the natural tendency towards revenge, towards taking law into our own hands, and towards giving people what they deserve, and stick to revealing more light in the world, we can hope to survive this tenuous month. As Ravberg says, the war against the darkness is not fought with guns and artillery, but lighting as many candles as possible. The more light we bring to the world, the more darkness we eradicate, for darkness cannot exist where there is light. And I
What? We
was
can't
talking
kill
about that.
motherfuckers and then light a candle?
No. You're not supposed to be doing shit to nobody. You're supposed to be move. If you move in alignment with my yacht, you don't go to war with people, because you know we're all one. To hurt you is to hurt myself, even if it's in retaliation.
But we on oil though. But even so, still, you know what I'm saying? She has a little tender side though. So
Well, Oya ain't do a good job because she killed herself. So I mean,
her and her husband.
I
Okay.
won't be
Like
like
some real
Oya if
Romeo
you
and
fucking
Juliet type
want
shit they
to.
had going on.
She was doing a little too much over there. She's a mother of 9. Y'all know I love my 9. She had 9 stillborns, and she got tired of having stillborns, so she did some magic with a rainbow cloth, and she was able to have 9 children. She had 4 sets of twins, and her last baby was in Goon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got that in my notes. For real.
I have the image you sent me on the cover, sis.
Yeah, I had to reverse it and do something else to it, you know, because we didn't want to get no like type of copyright infringement or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I had to do work on that. I love that image though. And
Yes.
that's her again. That's over there in that's not even in Africa. That's over there, I think in Brazil somewhere.
Oh yeah, because she is also
Mm-hmm.
she's also exalted in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
I had notes on that too. Yeah, Yoruba people of Benin and Nigeria and Togo.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Start with another one. Start with a C. I forgot. I can't.
Cuba. In Cuban Santeria, she's Oshun. Oshun. They just group all the, I guess, the women goddess together to a
Together.
certain extent. Modern women breaking barriers all together is Oya energy.
Maybe they grouped it with her because she associated with Shango as well. You know.
Mm-hmm.
They called her a
Oh,
side piece though. But I was like, shit.
she wasn't.
He
Senko had
made
3
her the queen though.
wives.
He made her the queen.
Yeah, he had 3 wives, and he really
Yeah.
did put her. He made her the good one.
Yeah.
Thank you, 7-Eleven. I appreciate you, bud.
Mm-hmm.
11 too. Okay, so it's Brazil and Haiti. Oya is also exalted in. On November 2nd is the Feast of the Ancestors in Brazil and Haiti. Oh, get this. Guess so on February 2nd in Cuba is the Feast of Oya.
Yeah.
And for
October.
anybody who know, I have been chatting about this damn car accident on 2/2/22 on a motherfucking Tuesday.
Oh God, yeah.
The first time Oya tried to kill my ass.
Nah, she was making you go through a transformation, sis.
Yeah.
You definitely went through quite a few transformations, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, she
last
got me
year.
twice around both of her
Yeah.
festivals.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
they just celebrated her last month as well. I think the Yorubas they celebrate her in the month of October. I think around October 28th or something.
October
Mhm.
28th,
Mhm.
which is
Yeah.
a crazy day in my tribe because a lot of people in my family passed on the 28th of October.
You
That's
right.
a very
Said that.
Zenville day for us.
Oh, isn't what does that count up to? Is that 11?
What, 10/28? Yeah, it is 11. Ooh, and I'm 11 life path. And
Maybe
then
yours.
y'all know I love my 9s with my birthday and stuff.
Yeah.
Where's my number? Here we go with bullshit.
Did you know that Shango is her brother as well?
Yes, they're both children of Yamoja.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, wow, that was something new. I had to really dig deep to find that information or whatever, you know, because I was trying to figure out like how she was or when she was created, you know. But yeah, she was one of the 3 manifestations of Adula Mari, and her and her brother were born into the great seed mother, goddess Yemaya. but it ain't clear who the daddy was. We can never have fathers. Well,
that's because they don't want to be honest about back then. Was it knowledge I was listening to on his station? They're talking about how like it wasn't like men and women as we know it. It was, it was like a more feminine energy, but they were like more asexual.
Yeah, we were asexual. We talk about that all the time. We didn't need no men around then. I think we just like, yeah, we made men because shit, we needed something else to do besides being asexual with ourselves. I'm pretty sure we all looked at each other and admired each other or whatever. But after you see, so many women, you're, having, I don't know, unless you have an attraction for women or whatever, I guess that never gets boring. But, somebody somewhere was like, let me use one of these cucumbers and try to build a guy out of it.
Not a cucumber.
Well, let me attach somebody to this cucumber. Something. But, men, they just, they build different and they function differently. And I guess we needed that. We had to make some projects. Because don't we women always find some projects to...
I love a good project. I'm a Virgo.
Right. Another one. Yeah.
I seen a statement saying that she was originally a mortal woman who became a goddess after she died, but I ain't seen no more. I couldn't find no expansion on it. And I think because she had 9 miscarriages and 9 babies is where that over sexualization of Scorpion energy comes from, because it's not about sex. It's about reproduction. This is the period of time where we go into the darkness. It get dark at 4:30. That like going into the darkness is going into the soil, whether you're going into the soil of the cosmos, which is a complete darkness, or you're going into the actual literal soil, which is complete darkness. We spent the whole harvest season toiling the soil and stuff like that. This is a space of flooding. So we're getting meteor showers, we're getting actual showers. All this shit is going into the dirt. So the darkness is getting all the minerals and vitamins it needs to cultivate seeds when it's time for seeding season. That's not necessarily how Western culture like keeps over sexualizing Scorpio energy and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like with the songs and stuff. Because truth be told,
what's the truth?
Sun Scorpios. They fun, but they kind of overrated. If we really gonna go there.
I have met probably one amazing Scorpio.
I had a
and I think because
numbers.
I think because that Scorpio is a Virgo moon.
Oh, I had a Scorpio Virgo moon too. He was nice.
Okay. I'm just gonna say that. So I guess they lived up to the Scorpio, cliche stereotype.
They move like R&B songs, like they mad smooth. I would say I'm not used to the smoothness because I'm used to fire energy dudes that move a little different. It's just their libido be trash for me. How you go to the gym all day, every day?
All that blood going everywhere else, sis, it ain't going necessarily where it needs to go.
Oh, yawn and stretch.
Yeah. Either got, it'll be nice if it goes to the brain, you know what I'm saying?
They smart. I like all the majority of Scorpios that I've dated and talked to, or even the Scorpios that were just attracted to me, but I ended up friends on them. Like they all liked me because they were very attracted to my intellect. So we would have like really dope conversations and shit.
Yeah, you can have very, very versatile conversations with them. I think they're pretty good, like being very flexible and
they're really good at capping in conversations. Like they really know how to pretend like they could keep up with whatever you talk about because they surf it out. They know how to reflect shit.
I think that's all, man. If they when they be interested in you, I think that'd be all of them.
Sometimes I do that too. Like, oh my god, that's my favorite anime.
Oh yeah, I think that line. If it's about some anime, yeah, I'm lying.
You know I'm fucking lying. It's like
Yeah.
I do have a favorite
I asked
anime
somebody,
though.
"What's
It's
your
Loki
favorite
manga.
Avenger?" They was like, the one with the Infinity Stone in his forehead." I'm like, Google. Oh, you talking about
Listen,
Vision?
I stopped watching Marvel Universe after the first Black Panther, and I watched the second Black Panther because it was Black Panther. Duh.
I really didn't get into the Black Panther, so
I liked
not the
it. I just
second
never
one.
got into the other Marvel movies to see like what was happening,
Yeah,
after Black Panther. I like
yeah.
the cartoon they had.
Now the original thing, the cartoons where they got it from. Yeah,
Now, ain't Black Panther supposed to be Sango?
I would say
He went into the cosmos. He went on some Masaro set
I
level.
don't like how Shango took himself out though. Like you ran from your
You
problems, bro.
already know how I feel about Shango. Shango was a
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, I didn't like that shit at all. Then she followed behind that motherfucker. You can't be
But
following behind these damn. You can't be following behind these fools. They killed themselves. They off themselves. You the fuck?
I
You
was
supposed
talking
to
about that earlier
this
though,
is
because
death.
it really was Oya. I was talking about how like scorpions always move ready to attack because they feel like people always trying to attack them. They always moving in that realm of fear, but they try to cover it up like it's power and control. Like I
Mm-hmm.
boundaries, I'm in control. I ain't putting up with shit. I'm cool. I'm nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so dope. But it's really underlying fear of being hurt. So you just walk around hurting people and self-sabotaging and stuff. And so Oya kind of influenced, not kind of, she did. She influenced Sango to make that move that he made with them with his military because she was moving like a scorpion. Them people going, do some bullshit, so you should do some bullshit first. And so like she really like, that was some what was that? Solomon and not Solomon, the fuck. Y'all
King
know,
David.
yeah. That was some Jezebel shit.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say David.
No.
he sent old boy out the war, y'all just get his shit. But see, David was conniving. Fuck it though.
He was. He was a little rapist too. Everybody be talking about David because he could dance or whatever, but fuck him too.
uh,
Yeah. My
yeah,
son will
that's funny.
outdance David right now.
Okay, he danced till his clothes came off. Like,
Okay. Because you
like
nasty.
that motherfucker took them clothes off.
Dance till our clothes came up. I don't know why I just imagined Michael Jackson on that in the Pepsi commercial where his hair came over.
We sorry, Mike. Look.
I know, I love you. You my favorite Virgo, boy. Stop playing.
Yeah, we were just speaking on good Virgos today. Like, don't do it. But I was looking at some of these little excerpts I had off this little something I had found put together or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They talk a whole lot about Oshun though. You can rarely find like some good information on oil or whatever.
They
So
be hating on the Oya goddess. All they talk about is her miscarriages, how she fucked over Sango, how she was mean to
mm-hmm.
Olga.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They
And then
call
I
her a
just saw
side
like the
piece.
things put on her altar. And I get into Metu Netter, but like I was telling them earlier, like I'm gonna get heavy into that in Sunday service because I got all my Sunday service notes together for Pluto. For Oya.
She helped you go through like your transformation, like after like when you die, she
Mm-hmm.
helped guide you into your destination, your afterlife, or what have you.
And you know
She
what's
also
crazy? I
does the
said
grave
that
work.
last week. I was interested in being a death doula because I went to a lot of funerals as a kid. A lot of people died around me as a kid. And it's
Mm-hmm.
weird, I was talking to my brother about that too, because he asked me, how I felt. I forget what funeral we were talking about in particular. I think it was our brother. But I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what's weird? Like I was in the room and I was sad and it was a period of time where I was crying, but I felt bad. Like I shouldn't be crying. Like I don't have a right to cry because everybody else in this room is more connected to this person than I am.
Oh
And
yeah.
I feel like that about every funeral I go to. Like I just feel like I don't have a right to mourn or be upset or whatever. I gotta sit in the back and kind of like console everybody and whatever, or just not even like hugging on people or shit, but just be like solid and be silent and just sit there and just be present and do my little rituals in my head, because I've always wanted to put shit in the caskets, but they've never let me, like, especially these past few years. I make my organites and stuff. Like, I've always wanted to put like intentional trinkets in the caskets and like, letters and stuff like that, the more I learn. But I know that it's a lot of things against it. I would like to, especially now that I'm an ordained minister and shit, I would like to, and since I'm a manifester, let me speak this shit right now. Fuck it up. I would like to attract opportunities to conduct people's funerals on a spiritual level and be able to do that on a death doula level. I feel like that's an experience I would like to have.
And it shall pass, Ashe.
Ashe.
It's in the works right now. In fact, we're gonna put our minds together. We're gonna make that happen.
I don't need it to be a personal experience though. Hold on, wait a minute. Time out, rewind. Not
we weren't even thinking that way.
Strangers that need someone. Strangers. Thank you.
I know shit. I know a few strangers right now might need somebody, shit.
For real.
Yeah. We might can put that type up real nice, put a Facebook ad out. Like, do you need a death doula?
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring a little sunshine to your funeral.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Come through with the swag bags. You hear me?
Okay.
And if you get them cremated, I'll make you organize with the ashes. I've done that, and they actually come out pretty nice.
We're gonna get a few cuss outs with these test runs and everything, but it's all right. They're gonna be like, you going to hell with gasoline draws on, gasoline thongs on.
And so is this gang ass nigga that you got in this casket with all these fucking flags all over his body. The fuck, you really think this nigga in heaven right now? Let's be fucking for real.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm gonna have to be the assistant to look like, nah, sis. I don't think you should have said that, sis. We ain't getting invited back to the next one, right?
That's all right. Funeral chicken be dry anyway.
I don't really be wanting to eat at the repast for real.
You don't? I'll be grubbing the fuck down.
I don't
you
feel like
know
it's
why?
appropriate. I'm like, how y'all tearing up this food right now? Aren't y'all still grieving? Like, this person just went in the ground. That's like the contract is sealed. It's like they dead for real. They ain't coming back up from that 6 feet of dirt.
That make niggas hungry. That's Oya though. Oya rules the gut. She is the masculine side of the solar plexus system. So it makes sense that you would want to fuel your gut during a funeral. That makes sense. That's an energetic thing. That makes sense. Now they don't know that. Their intentions are not in alignment with what I'm saying at all. But
they just ready to eat. They probably glad that motherfucker was dead anyway. Sure.
Niggas was fasting since Saturday to make it to this funeral on Sunday at 3:00.
Right.
Treating it like it's Thanksgiving. Jesus.
Right.
I also she was a guardian of the witches, the elders, and the graveyards. She assisted in the liberation in the Yoruba Revolution.
I got did you talk about how Shango and her had met?
Yeah, by the Niger River. He was coming to see her on a regular basis, adorning her with gifts.
Yeah. He was showering her with gifts like a man should, you know what I'm saying? When you see a goddess, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dowries are also always nice.
Yeah. Then it says, led to marriage. Then he discovered that she had some supernatural powers. Okay, so she already had supernatural powers then, she already was a goddess. Why she had to become a goddess after she died, though? Why she wasn't seen as a goddess?
That's the thing. I couldn't find nothing expounding on that.
Yeah.
Because at what point was she a goddess that was in the line with Sango and then died? She didn't die until after Sango died.
Yeah, she murked herself too.
But the fact that she had powers was why Sango loved her the most. because Oshan and Oba, those are the goddesses of the heart chakra. Like, you know, not to throw shade on none of my heart chakra women, because I feel bad for a lot of the Libra and Taurus women, men too, because I feel like their love is so underrated and dismissed because it's so fucking big. Like, they're literally ruled by Venus.
Oh, them Taurus men.
Yeah, Taurus men and women, like their love is very different. So, like, you know, it was so Sango being a god of thunder and lightning, and he loved that aggressive energy. This comes back to the mindset that Oya, you know, water energy, you know, believes they mirror energy or whatever. She was mirroring energy, like they was outside, you know, creating storms together and having a great time.
She bought the thunder, he had the lightning and shit or whatever, you know.
Yeah, they would go from village to village answering prayers, you know, bringing the storm. So for the agriculture and stuff like that, like they were having fun together. He couldn't do that with Oba and Oshun.
They're doing some nut shit too now. They was tearing up, they were fucking up shit too.
Oh yeah, they was fucking up shit too. You know, they was having a great time.
They went all
get the monsters and the hurricanes and the great flood, and they like, oh, too much, my bad.
That shit was crazy. I was reading a whole war story on Shango. I was like, hold up, he was wilding out there. And they backed them kind of like into a corner or whatever, you know, like it was like a whole action, you know, movie they had going on when I was reading that dialect. But you know, they didn't have. I wish they would have had that much dialogue with Oya, you know what I'm saying? But you know, of course, we live in a patriarchal society to where they don't give women a lot of praise besides when, you know, we're being video vixens or whatever and shit.
I was talking to, so I went to an event earlier today. I was in New York and I made new friends. And so we went out to eat afterwards because it was the curator's birthday. Today's my dad's birthday too. Happy birthday, Dad. Happy birthday, Daddy. Gang.
We love you, Daddy.
I love my dad. I'm a daddy's girl.
I love my daddy too. I'm glad I had my daddy in my life though. Even though he get on my nerves though.
Yeah, he get on my nerves.
He publicly will say that I get on his nerves. So I'm publicly saying he get on my nerves. You know.
But, and that's how it goes.
Yeah. But privately he'll tell me that he loved me, you know. Well, I'm like, I need you to say that publicly though.
He had me confused in the first half of our relationship.
Yeah.
But when we entered the third quarter, you know, it got better. You know, we're in a good place right now. I love it here.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely shows like, you know, when you're a woman, you have your father around or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because
it's a difference in what you put up with.
It's a difference in what you put up with and how you show your love as well, you know? And, you know, certain expectations that you may have. And even when we birth our sons, I'm so glad my son was my first child. You know,
glad all I got boys.
Oh yeah, I wanted all boys, but I got the girls too.
God knew I have one more. God was like, nah, I'll give her bonus daughters and nieces and shit, but I ain't gonna give her no daughters. Y'all tripping.
Yeah,
y'all got to see Black UFO is weird and based. You know what you gotta see? Sin 7-Eleven. You gotta see Jones Plantation. That movie came out in August, and I've been telling her. I watched it last night for the first time, and ever since then, I've been telling everybody, y'all gotta watch this. We gonna watch it together. Just wait, hold on, I got you.
Y'all might as well. We might as well bring 7-Eleven in on it since he's participates so much. We love when everybody participate with us. Says 7-Eleven won't come up. He got a lot to say. Because I had spoke to sis about it. She, you know, bring on some of her IFA friends, you know, to help us out with these episodes right here. You know, we don't want to be disrespecting nobody, you know, and their belief systems and their spirituality or whatever. Because, you know, we be on here talking shit too, though. But yeah, she said she'll look through it. She know a few of them. You know, like help us. Yeah, because we limited on information here. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't limited. You no, I'm not doing that with you. Then you already told me about that.
Okay.
Don't apply that over here.
I feel like I want more. You know what I'm saying?
For those of y'all who just not watching this, y'all know it triggers me when Danielle sit there and belittle herself and her knowledge. Don't include me in that shit, bro.
No, I'm not saying I'm
stop including yourself. We're not limited over here.
We got a paragraph on oil.
No, we have abundance of information. We study. We did our work. and we know what we're talking about. And it would be nice if people would
Oh, I
expound
ain't
and
talking about
camel
what that
walk
other
with us.
motherfucker was talking about on the
Don't do
last
that.
episode. Fuck that motherfucker. I was like, well, if you got something to say, please come up here and let us know. Fuck that motherfucker. But I just feel like, I want to actually gain the experience of going, you know what I'm saying, to the temples or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and then bring some folk back with me. Like, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, I
We
would
got
love
on
to
the
do
third
that.
episode. That's what I'm
They
talking
have
about.
they got a spot in South Carolina. It's an independent village, and they be having the different Orisha festivals. I really would like to go. I
South
want to say
Carolina ain't
that's
far.
the only space that we have like that on this realm that the United States of America swear up and down they got jurisdiction over.
For real. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I was gonna tell you, camel walking with what you said about the vixens and stuff like that. So I was talking to these goddesses. We were sitting at the table, and we were talking about Lilith because the two women I was speaking to, they do a dance piece on Cali, and she was explaining about Cali and things like that. And for those of you guys who don't know, Oya or Scorpio Pluto energy is associated with Bagalamukhi, and that is Kali made 10 goddesses of herself, and Bagalamukhi is the 8th one. So she's also Oya is also, around in the Indian culture of deities and the Brahmins and the Shaktis and stuff like that. So we were talking about Kali, and I was telling her, I was like, sis, you gotta think about it. Once upon a time, we used to get buried alive with men because we were married to them. Once upon a time, we used to get stoned to death. We used to get gang raped. We was treated as property. We were forced into poly. Now, I'm not saying every woman was forced. I'm saying in some spaces, women was forced into these households and these situations, and a lot of women have written books on them. And if you haven't read one, read one.
Yeah.
But
and it's still happening.
There's a book called Some People, Some Other Places. Read that book. Gets into it for you. So you have all these things, and in that period of time, we was also witches. Even before then, we was witches. And what did we say when they was burning us at the stake? We was saying our summons. We was saying, you can't get rid of us. We was praying to Oya, Bagalamukhi, Oshu, whoever, we was praying. We were saying no energy is created or destroyed. We knew we were coming back. So now you see these women in their early 20s embodying Lilith, embodying the 10 essences of Kali. And the first thing we do is shun them. We badmouth them. We're laughing at them. We fall out of line with the fact that we summoned them. We wanted these women to come, and these women don't give a fuck. And they don't give a fuck about nothing. And so now that we have these young women, we have to stay in our post and guide them. And I was talking to them, and I was like, if you notice, a lot of them have gone to Christianity. And do you know why? And she was like, no, why? I was like, because women like us are not standing our post. We're too busy separating ourselves. If love and light is the answer, why are we only choosing to love and light people? That's easy. I told the girl, I was like, when I met you, when we started talking, it was easy. It was easy to talk to you. It was easy to hug you. It was easy to tell you that I love you. And it wasn't weird, was it? She's like, no. Now go up to one of these ghetto bitches and do that. It's hard, right? But that's where we're supposed to be at. Those are the women we're supposed to be talking to.
Yeah.
And it's not to tell them what to do or to judge them. It's to give them guidance, because their energy is the energy we ask for. And they're doing exactly what we asked them to do. And they're creating an environment that a lot more women can breathe into, because once upon a time, when you had a baby, you couldn't keep a job. You weren't keeping a job with a baby. But now you see these pregnant women on stages standing on top of pianos and shit, still modeling on runways, still doing all these different things pregnant. And it's
smoking blunts and cigarettes.
But it's still opening the
And truck driving
dialogue.
school, sis.
Right. But it's also setting the tone, and this is
Yeah.
building protection against mothers in the workplace and how they're being treated. You know, how they're, whatever, all that different stuff. Like, we ask for these women, we got to give them guidance. They don't have no proper guidance. They didn't grow, obviously a lot of them didn't grow up in love. They didn't grow up with guidance because they like that fresh plate looking for something. And guess who's showing up? Fucking Creflo Dollar ass niggas.
Yeah.
Fucking crying, oh my God, this celebrity gave me $2,000. Give me a hug. God gonna bless you. And now you got these women thinking they going to church and being accepted by the pastor. Meanwhile, the pastor counting their money. Now the pastor got a fucking reality show. Like, come on now, make it make sense. So you got yeah, it's time we got to go in the darkness. Like, and that's the thing. A lot of people don't want to go in the darkness. We want to stay around people that look and act like
They don't
us.
have that big sister energy around.
They don't, and they need it though.
They definitely need it.
So
I needed it when I
her
was a kid. I needed it when I was, in my younger 20s.
I would have loved to
and
have
I had it though. I ain't gonna hold you.
A big sister.
I surrounded myself with older women, when I was in my early 20s, when I was a teenager, I had grandmothers and great aunties and, who weren't blood related to me, who really helped me out with a lot of shit though. They gave me a lot of wisdom, gave me a lot of knowledge. They provided me with advice, and I appreciated that. I might not have used it at the time, but it damn sure came later though. And they didn't judge me, because they knew that, what I'm saying? Like, I still had growing to do. Right. I was, I was mature, and I was, I was wise at a younger age, but, I still had a lot of life experiences I had to go through, even with the stuff that they were telling me, it was going to happen, that I had to walk through that. And I just had to, recall back when granny, big sis, or auntie, whoever, that gave me that guidance. And I appreciated that. I appreciate anybody who gave me that type of guidance or whatever. But yeah, a lot of these young ladies today don't have that, or they're probably not willing to listen, or they probably think they got to figure it out, or they probably, just shit. They had people tell them that shit, but it was like, fuck it, we're going to do our own thing. We'll fuck around and figure it out later. By the time we hit like 30, it's hot girl summer for a good 10 years right now, though. But it's matching the energy that the men is giving, though, too.
Coming back. That's all the Cali's coming back. Look at how they try to demonize it, too. I seen all these, like, little drawn-out YouTube videos of them showing all the celebrities sticking their tongue out, and they trying to demonize the tongue being out. Those are the 10 goddesses of Kali. Those are the primordial goddesses. What are we talking about? We're not demonizing them. Those are us. Those are the women we used to be before we started getting gang raped and burnt up and beat on, and all this fear got put into our hearts and turned us into Islamic Christian Stepford wives. Now if you don't got your head covered, you ain't shit. So y'all just went back to stoning women again.
Yeah, they did. They stone us with words every day.
Yeah, they do all the time.
Gotta be physically, it's with words every day. Shit, I
already told you about the dude that tried to come at me crazy because I like the what's that girl name? Sexy Red. I like the Sexy Red pose. He tried to come.
I love Sexy Red. I love Sexy Red.
I like Sexy Red. I don't listen to her music, but I like her.
I love all them hoes.
I love all the hoes. I used to be a hoe.
I'm still a hoe.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. I'm
still a damn hoe.
It's a time and place for everything.
It is.
And sometimes it's time to be a hoe.
Okay.
like let's be fucking for real.
Yeah, let's be damn for real and shit. Yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of men out here who are still hoes. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they in their damn 50s still hoeing.
If they hoeing, who hoeing with them?
Unless they hoeing with the other men. I mean, shit, and that's probably what they want.
Lord, we don't gotta go there. Well, you should never go there.
Please don't make me go there. Because I would go there.
For real.
But for real though, like that's a lot was I see what's going on though. You know what I'm saying? Like they want women to be standardized and have this certain look. I don't know if there's a certain look you want us to have and a certain way you want us to live and present ourselves and carry ourselves.
That ain't what they want.
But that's really not what they want. That's really not what you want.
That's what they want everybody else to. That's the image they want you to have. That's the image they want you to have, but that's not what they want.
A lot of them don't even know what the hell they want.
They don't. That's why they go for polygamy. Oh, you know what? Since I don't know what I want, I'm just gonna say I'm polyamorous. And who's gonna question me? This is my boundary.
You can't satisfy one damn woman. Now you talking about satisfying damn 2, 3, 4? You can't take care of one damn woman barely.
It's not about satisfying the women. It's about satisfying themselves. And they always try to make it about paying bills.
Can't no man be telling no damn women he want to be polygamist, whatever the fuck.
It's so all three of them can come together and pay rent 3 ways.
Yo, ain't no fucking way a man gonna want me to come into a damn relationship with another damn woman. You talking about I gotta help pay bills too with her?
Yeah, and raise the kids and cook and clean.
We getting a new nigga.
But at least instead of paying, so if the rent is $1,800, instead of paying $900 with me, now you get to pay what, like
shit.
6.
Yeah, like come on now, like let's be for real.
6
like
from 9 is not a big difference.
Who still want to do that?
Because we still gotta pay utilities.
Who still want to do that though? And still got to take care of the kids. And still got to meet your own personal needs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Who still wants to do that? I don't want to do that. You know what? 2 men. Because men are supposed to be workers and providers. You know what I'm saying? Financially, you know. There's some who only limit themselves financially. Can't provide love. But you can get the other man to provide the love and the finances along with that. You know what I'm saying? Bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, that's always beneficial. Shit. 2 sticks is better than 1.
Why we can't just do for each other without sleeping with each other? Like why do we have to have an eros relationship for you to love me and for me to love you and for us to say, hey, we should all just put some bread together, buy some land, and make sure all of us root chakras are intact as a unit? Like, why do we have to be in love? Why do we have to be in a relationship? Why do you have to feel like you can walk around and say, that's my woman? These are my women.
That's the only way. That's the only way that people are willing to provide and show that form of love is just, you know, is provided. But you gotta make some type of
why we ain't got no fucking village.
You can't belong to nobody else or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to get my motherfucking bread. Cause let that nigga take care of your ass then.
So how we gonna have the village?
They be saying that shit, but they really don't be wanting that shit for real.
They don't. So transformations on that energy. May Oya bring transformation on the village energy. We shouldn't have to be sleeping with each other for men to want to come to. Men should have a meeting and say, "Hey, men, we be spending mad money on bullshit. We all know some goddesses. We all know some queens, and we all know their struggles because we work with them and we speak to them regularly." And we sit up under them all the fucking time and ask them for shit.
They don't be sitting up under no goddesses, no queens all the time. They sitting up under their damn dicks.
Oh, they might not be sitting up under you. Can I show you my inbox? You want me to show you my inbox, my text messages on all these damn apps, all these men all day long? Can you help me with this? Can you help me do that? Can you? They
always want something though. It's always a problem.
I don't have a problem with responding. I don't have a problem with helping. So don't think that I'm coming from that place. What I'm saying is, if you know you benefit from feminine energy, you hang around a lot of men who benefit from feminine energy, why wouldn't men come together and say, oh, how about we all just like put our bread together and just buy some land? Because we all know some goddesses that do shit and they all kind of got
they trust the white man, the banks better more with they fucking money and shit than they trust us in our communities with the damn money.
Ain't no money. Why we not even talking about money? We just talking about getting land.
They ain't getting out there and doing this shit. They don't want to do that. Hell, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that.
Somebody want to do it because I said it. Somebody heard me.
Well, somebody if you heard want to do it.
Do that
they
shit.
In America.
Like, nah. Somebody over in fucking Greenland heard me and he was like, yeah, I'm finna buy some land for some women. Thank you. We'll be over there.
Is they black though? Is they black though?
Listen, at this point in my life, I'm starting to get off of this black train, bro. I'm
Hey,
on
you
my way
gotta do what you
off.
gotta do sometimes. Shit. Sometimes you gotta find you a goddamn hell. I got a goddamn a fucking Indian that be in my damn inbox faithfully and shit. And I be like, I know he at least got a gas station or two.
You stupid. I
A
don't even talk
7-Eleven
about
or
Eros
something.
love. I'm talking about unity and community building, period. I ain't talking about that shit. Crazy.
I can merge with you on some business though, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know about, merging our bodies together, because them Indian men, they like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Like, oh my God, like
Yeah, they
you
love
like
us
the
over
goddess
there.
right here.
I love Indian, man. I always wanted an Indian wedding. They weddings was popping. And you know what? When I was reading about the deity, what's the name? Bagala Maluki, whatever. I'm gonna pronounce it better on Sunday service. I got y'all. Give me a second.
Them folk
But
gonna hate us on here, sis. Mispronouncing these
they
people names.
they were talking about she was yellow, and I remember my roommate, my college roommate, she's Hindu, and at her wedding we had to take this like turmeric, this goldish type turmeric stuff, and we all took turns just putting it on different parts of her body and just like having this mindset of intentions while we were doing it. And
Mm.
I don't know, it makes me want to go back and ask her, like, was that in alignment with this particular deity or whatever, whatever, what have you. Because I think it was. But I thought that was fire. Because Pluto energy, Scorpio, Oya energy also deals with power couple type vibes. There's a power couple energy there.
Yeah.
So wherever Pluto is in your chart, or wherever planets you have in Scorpio energy in your chart, in those
Yeah, I
areas
have seen
you
that.
would be most powerful if you had a companion in that area that was on that same type time as you.
Yeah. Yeah, I have read that before as well. I can agree with that.
hmm Like I know Beyonce has a Scorpio moon, so for her it's her home and family that, like, if she got somebody, that power couple energy in her home family, which she does, she has her Sagittarius. And that's that power couple energy. She needed that. He needed that
Mm.
too. This is not that kind of dialogue where we're like, oh my God, he helped her. I that's not where I was going. I was just saying, like, that was in alignment with that Oya Pluto energy, because that's how Oya and Sango was. Oya
Mm.
was not the goddess of storms and stuff until she met Sango, who had the thunderbolt. Then they came
Mm-hmm.
together and started doing storms and shit.
Hmm. Well, I will tell you what. We're gonna find some folks. We're gonna come together. We're gonna look at their birth charts in order to come into the community. We got to see if you got that Scorpio placement there in certain, you know,
I like
in
how you
certain.
think.
Yeah, like yeah, we gotta do a screenings and shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna we gonna need that.
All right, so if y'all want to have like a altar for Oya, she's adorned with a sword, a machete. What was that, like a fly whisk? Why a fly whisk? The rainbow, red
Yeah.
or burgundy, which like that
Mm-hmm.
wine color. I love that color, and purple,
Yeah.
which is my favorite color. And I also do love the rainbow. Y'all know I deal with the chakra
So the
7.
rainbow is all the colors then, basically. Well, all the main colors, the primary colors, and
But it can't just be red or yellow. It has to be the actual rainbow.
yeah, that okay. Yeah, I seen with the actual rainbow, whatever. She
Yeah.
had like a scarf tied or garment tied around it. It was rainbow color, and then the burgundy.
Yeah,
Well,
because I remember it's just the cloth that she utilized to undo the spell of her being barren and keep having stillborns.
mm-hmm.
So that's the rainbow thing come into play. Um, and a water buffalo
Yeah,
is,
water buffalo,
yeah,
African water buffalo.
she
Yo,
wear the horn.
you ain't taking one of them down easily. They are
A water
super aggressive.
buffalo?
They are super aggressive, and they're 4 times stronger than the ox.
I didn't know they were aggressive. I thought
Very.
it was like lazy, like the rest of
It's
them.
Extremely aggressive.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what's the kind of, is a buffalo a bull?
Mm. I mean, it's some. I'm pretty sure if you mated one with a cow, it can have a baby.
Now we gotta go get a cow and a buffalo and see what happens.
I mean, you ain't catching that water buffalo like that, yeah. We gotta take it down. We gotta take it down with like 10 horse tranquilizers, and shit.
Lord, we gotta do the turkey baster thing.
Hit his knees with a rifle. 50 caliber maybe. Yeah, turkey base. Oh shit. Yeah. Some other shit. Yeah, so you can get what you say. You need the horns of it. Shit. They going through. They trying to go through a hell of a transformation. The worship oil on the altar. You gonna go through a transformation. Why you trying to get the horn of that water buffalo?
Yeah, you about to ascend in the process, huh? But that goes to emphasize how extreme Oya is, how extreme this Pluto energy is, and it is when you think about the first the first was it October 18th?
Mm-hmm.
No, October 23rd. We first entered Scorpio energy compared to today. Pluto just entered. I mean, not Pluto. Jesus Christ. The sun just entered Draconic and Vedic Scorpio energy yesterday and the day before yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So between October 23rd and today, look at how extremely dark it got. It's dark fast as shit. It's like 4:30.
Yeah, like around 5:30, yo. Like, yes.
Compared to October 23rd is a big difference.
Mm-hmm. Darkness, everybody. Darkness. I fucks with the darkness though. I just don't like how the night seem like super, super long.
I like darkness because darkness is where, and I think that's cool too, because when you in the darkness, that's when you gotta learn how to trust. You gotta learn how to trust your gut. You gotta learn how to trust your gut is a big sensory. Then you gotta learn how to trust like your entire body, because your skin is a big ass antenna too. Like you are an antenna, and you're a bunch of antennas into one antenna. And when you're in the dark, you have to learn how to trust those antennas over the indoctrination of your eyes. Our eyeballs are indoctrinated
all your
as fuck.
sensories in that damn dark. You gotta trust your hearing.
Yeah, you gotta trust
your vision is limited or whatever, so that goes out. Everything else gotta get heightened up.
But that's the part of rising above Oya energy. Oya season is learning to trust. Like Utnapishtim had to trust when he was building his art. He had to trust that the gut feeling he had, the energy that came to him and told him that XYZ was happening was truthful and he was doing a righteous thing.
Yeah.
Mind you, if I'm building a motherfucking arc in November, it's dark by 4:00 by the end of November, bro. So like building an arc around this time of year is wild, and he did that for mad years. before the flood even fucking came.
He gotta get up at 6 a.m. He gotta get up like right after 5:30, 5:45.
I wonder what time the flood started. I hope it wasn't after 4:30.
He was probably putting the last pieces of wood on that damn arc too, y'all.
And then felt the drip on his forehead, like, oh, gotta go.
Yeah, I doubt if he was finished by the time the flood started, though. I really think he was still in the midst of, making that shit. What is this? Oh, God, I thought this was a rug. This Yoda. Yeah, I think he was still in the process. He might have still been, when you be out working and shit, and then all of a sudden it be raining. You be out maneuvering and shit, and the rain be starting and shit. Hell yeah, then it started pouring out. He had to move faster then because he thought he had more time.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
He's like, I'm about to put some more pressure on him now.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of trust you gotta put in the darkness, and that's how you overcome this Oya energy, and that's how people with different placements and Scorpio energy, those spaces are spaces that you have to learn how to rise above and let go and just love. Because if you're holding on, you're not trusting. You're moving in fear. A grudge is a way to move in fear. You gotta let go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wanting revenge, that's fear. You know what that's so you don't trust the universe to move full circle for you. So you think that you can control the narrative by being vengeful. And in reality, you just sabotaging your own karma, your own full circle too.
Mm.
And that's what was happening with Sango from listening to Oya goofy ass. And
Yeah, she was
he
doing
was
that
over there
very
fucking up
good.
his own karma when he could have just sat there and been quiet and just, if they were going to do something, okay, but you still was moving in your righteous run. But no, you wanted to go over there and think you was doing preventative stuff and listen and da 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 da. And listen, now you got a whole 1/3 of your family fucking died in the fire. That's a terrible way to go out, bro.
I mean, but he's supposed to listen to his woman though.
He had three
He had
women.
two other women he could listen to now as well.
I'm pretty sure Oba had something more intelligent to say than Oya that day. That day he should have listened to Oba. Oya should have took the back seat.
I'm the first wife, damn it.
And sometimes in our lives we have to learn that. Sometimes Oya gotta take the back seat because she's doing too much. Sometimes you gotta listen to Oba or you gotta listen to Oshun. Because love is the answer. Love is you ain't like in all the movies, like True Love's First Kiss and all this shit like that. That be the spell that break everything. That's what we here to do.
Yeah.
And if you letting Oya move and vengeful and stuff like that, you fucking up your Oba skills. And so when that John go to Mayat, which is Neptune, your Olukun, you fucked up, bro. Your judgment. Coming back to that. So Oya is associated with Pluto. That's associated with the judgment card.
Yeah.
Yes. I reminded myself. Judgment.
Indeed it is. When I was researching on oil and I was like, okay, what is oil's association with Pluto? That was like oil really ain't associated with no astrology like that. The Yorubas, they don't believe in astrology like that in the Western world. They got emotion so like she's associated with changes, challenges, and recognizing her influence over elemental forces. I'm like,
That's
but it's
because
the same
niggas make
thing.
websites and they don't read, they don't study. They
I'm
just
like,
turn
it's the
around, they
same.
just
It's
go
the
on
same
Wix,
thing,
they
though.
make
It's
a
the same
website
thing.
and they
You
type
clearly
shit.
can see that she's with rebirth, death, transformation, all that. Pluto is the same way.
Same way. And if you read the Kabbalah, or at least look at the actual tree of life, you'll see Pluto there. And then if you look at one with the Orishas in alignment with the names of the Sephiroth, that is in alignment with Pluto. And also, if you read the Metunetter books, you will also see the alignment of a multitude of um deities, zodiacs, constellations, nutters, the spheres, etc., how they're aligned with each other. Also, the book Black Gods touch it a little bit. Um, there's another book like The True Black Goddess or something touches on it. I got a book called African Mythology. I got another book on. I'm over here looking at my books. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of books that align all of these together.
Yes.
So it makes sense. It makes sense.
It's the
It's the internet people.
yeah,
And
it's
I've
the
noticed
internet
that
people who claim that they practice the religion that say that.
Google results have changed tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
Search results to
It
things.
be
I think
Bing and it be all them. It be all of them. I think they all one. They just call Google something else on a different. If you go check up on the Yahoo, it's Bing too. Shit, it's the same thing. It's the same. It's
yeah,
gonna lead back to Google.
yeah. Oh, Scorpio energy is also associated with the death card. Death is associated with the number 13, 1, 3, bringing it 4.
Hey, I love that 1-3.
Yeah.
My birthday.
Getting rid of the old for something new. If you pull a devil card upright, it's regeneration and rebirth. You've been given a brand new outlook on life and a fresh attitude. Sometimes something happens. a big event might be happening. And if you pull the death card in reverse, it shows a refusal to let change happen, refusing to allow a chapter to close, and this can lead to depression and a need for psych assistance. Cause you losing it, ho.
Yeah, some
And
people ain't willing to admit that though.
no,
Mm-mm.
no,
Some people not
because
willing to accept that, they need some assistance.
mm-mm.
I can admit when I can though. Shit. I know I'll be fucked up sometimes. And then there are a lot of times where I be all the way right for that
Right.
day. Mm-hmm. Because I sit down and I take time to listen to myself.
I like me. I don't
I
really
love
be
me.
asking for help because I don't want to be a burden on nobody.
Yeah. So, I
But
just go within and just ask myself for help. I have to do a little meditation, do a little recapping, and then I'll be all right. So, I
parts
definitely be
of
going
me
through
that
some
I
time.
thought that I wanted to change, I wanted
Mhm.
to change based upon someone else's reactions and responses to my energy. It wasn't really how I felt about myself. I like me. I like me exactly the way the fuck I am. I just keep getting smarter and smarter, so I get to apply new shit into my routine and how
Right.
I communicate and stuff like that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But like when we get to my homeostasis, yeah, I fucks with me, bro. You ain't gotta fuck with me. I don't need to fuck with you. That's the real question. Do I like you, nigga? Like,
Sometimes I be that reflection. Well, there's a lot of time where I play the reflection game.
I'm not playing a reflection game because I can't reflect shit. I'm
I
not
can
I'm not
reflect that
reflecting
shit.
nobody energy because I can't reflect nobody energy. Just like I can't say, oh, if I was in your shoes and be correct because I'm not in your shoes and you're not me. You're not my
Mm-hmm.
genetic DNA. There's no the only if I want to show true empathy, I got to think about you from your point of view, from your experiences and who you
Nah,
are.
I just do what
I
they
can't
do.
mirror that shit and I can't
I
reflect
marry
that
that
shit. And
shit.
I'm not
I
going to.
I just give them what they give me. You know what I'm saying? With
Yeah, I'm not
somebody
doing
you,
that.
I pull a you on you.
Yeah. I respect it.
I pull a you on you real quick too. Real quick. Real fast.
I
Especially
respect
if you
it.
transgressed against me and shit. Yeah. Why
No,
not?
I'm gonna just cut you off, bro. I'm just
Then
gonna
I'm
do my stuff.
a Yeah, I do that too. But I'm gonna pull a you on you though. You still gonna get that reflection, and then you still gonna get that karma. It still happens. And somehow, I don't know, the universe has me in favor to where the universe allows me to be there to witness the karma. It happens so fast, like boom, like that. It amazes me at times. I be thinking it's gonna be some years to happen or whatever. I'm gonna forget about it or whatever. It'd be like within the same week, sometimes within the same day. I'm like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
people always get that karma fast with me. What
Yeah.
used to bother me was
Mm-hmm.
people didn't realize that their karma was karma.
Mm-hmm.
They used to just be like, "Oh, this happened."
Yeah.
Yeah, but that happened after you did this. You don't
Right.
see how like every time you do some shit to me or you do some weird shit, something crazy happened to you, or
Right.
that you don't think about that.
Yeah. Now imagine had been in a relationship with somebody and that shit was happening to them on a daily, not on a daily basis, but every time it'd be some shit that have some nut shit that came up or whatever, like that shit had happened, like, and you just right there in a relationship with that person, like, damn, I can't even help you though. I can't even help you because this is supposed to happen to you. I can't intervene with that shit.
Hell
And
no, that's
hell
one thing that
no.
everybody gotta learn how to stop doing. Stop intervening in people
Mm-mm.
karma because
Mm-mm.
what you're doing is you're saying, "Hey, I volunteer as tribute," and no, the fuck I don't. That's your shit. I
Mm-mm.
didn't go here and
Mm-mm.
do that bullshit with
Mm-mm.
you. You did that by yourself.
Mm-mm.
You're gonna go through this by yourself.
Mm-mm. I'm laying way over there on my side of the damn bed.
Call me when you want to read it.
I'm
As I
going
put
way
less
over
of it. Nobody.
there.
I had to have that conversation with a relative the other day. He called me
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Yo, listen. I love to help. That's my love language. But I am going to keep my distance and my boundaries because this past year, shoulders have been light. And listen, I'm addicted to it and I'm not going to fuck back. So you calling me with all your gloom and doom, I respect it, and I appreciate the fact that you trust me with this, but I'm not internalizing this, and I'm not swimming in it. And I hope you know that. And he's like, no, I get it, you got it. I know he didn't get it. I know he was just responding, and that's okay. I can show you better than I could tell you, baby.
Yeah. I'm glad I ain't got no relatives hit me up and ask me for no damn advice. That's because they have still cut off from me though. I don't block them though, but they know not to come to me with that shit. But I get that from like random, strangers a lot. I get it from them. I be trying to help, but I can't help everybody. I be wanting to though. I really do be wanting to.
Respect.
Yeah, I really do be wanting to. And
I
sometimes
really do be wanting to help everybody, but you're right. I can't help everybody. Everything's not my responsibility. And that's something that I'm learning in my life is boundaries and the fact that I can't help everybody. So what happens with me, my karma be, I help a motherfucker. And a part of my spirit will tell me, bitch, don't help her do that. Because if you help her do that, you going to or don't help him. Because if you help him, but then my Virgo energy be like, oh no, just help. Like, come on, man. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. You helping people, spread love. Like you're a good person. This is what good people do. Just, ignore that. That's an intrusive thought. No. So then I help the person, and then I get dragged. And it's just like, old me would go off. Why are you dragging me? I'm a good person. Look at what the fuck I do. I don't deserve this shit. Treat me better. But new me is like, yeah, I fucked up. I shouldn't even fucking help you because I know you was gonna do shit like da. I know the kind of person you are. I helped you more so for me, to be honest with you. I didn't help you for you. I helped you for me because I have an addiction and I gotta learn boundaries.
Yeah,
I love helping people.
Right. Because you be seeing them damn your sensories be kicking off, and you be seeing the damn red flag or whatever and shit. But you try to give a benefit of a doubt, try to give them a little leeway and shit.
Yeah, no more doubt, no more benefits of a doubt, because there are no benefits of doubt. When I
anything
doubt
a
my
benefit of a damn
intuition,
doubt.
I don't benefit.
Yeah, right.
I've never benefited from doubt.
From a doubt. Ever. Never, ever.
Never. The other person did. The other person is fucking
they damn sure game.
fucking sunflowers with my doubt.
Right.
So fuck, I never again, bro. I've been getting so dragged because I've been lacking on that shit, and then my addiction to projects. I always pick the slummiest of the glummiest. Like, oh, I'll help you.
Yeah.
Knowing damn well you're gonna treat me exactly the way you treat the slummy glummies you used to, but I think I'm gonna be exempt because I'm sweet, nice sunshine.
No, the good is never exempt. My mother always told me the good suffer with the bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And usually the good suffers the most. And the good suffers the most, yo. Shit.
Yeah.
We caught up in all kind of crossfires. What they call that?
You the casualty.
What they call that war?
You motherfucking casualty.
Yeah, it be casualties, but it's a term. It's a term for that shit.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Some combat casualties or some shit. I don't know. Knowledge know about that shit. Here, you can tell us. What is the knowledge?
You ain't finna get me because I'm not doing it no more.
I'm
getting better with practice.
Right. And shit. Yeah.
The judgment card. Here's the judgment card. It's associated with the number 20. So this is which is cool because Oya's festival is 11-2, which is 2-2. So this is an end of a situation, rejuvenation, regeneration. Upright is an indication that what's been holding you up will change. You are now able to move forward with a more positive attitude. And then reverse is poor judgment. This could keep you at a standstill if you are not careful about the choices you make at this point. Evaluate the direction you want to take before proceeding. And judgment is in alignment with Oya energy because that's, where that level of like karma or, death, rebirth, death, rebirth is results to different things too, That's why Pluto is at the top of the John right here at 1. Because it starts and ends there. And so it's a full circle. or if you will, like a figure 8, that extremity, the ups and downs, figure 8, you know, which is, you know, and Pluto's on that side, so that's that. Oh, and this is the image of the Hindu deity that I was speaking on.
Yeah, I know exactly what you were talking about. She got a bunch of cherry powder on her.
Yeah, and so her throne be gold in the middle of an ocean of nectar, and she like yellow lotuses, and yes, yeah, that's what I got. One hand is
What's she
always
doing to that man? Why she got his? Oh Lord! Oh God!
she hold. Okay, so
She
this is
doped him up.
her energy. She knows how to stop shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like her energy is her. Well, you know how they say Scorpios are very attractive, especially if you have Scorpio in your rising sign. It's a very attractive energy there, right? If you have a Venus in Scorpio, it's your eyes. If you have Capricorn and Scorpio, it's your bone structure, so on and so forth. You get where I'm going with this. So
sounds real romantico.
Yeah. this deity, this form of Kali, she was so beautiful. Like her feet, her face, or whatever, it would make people stop whatever was going on. Like that was her power. She would just peace, y'all. She would just make people stop. And so that like her holding his tongue is like putting him in pause motion. She has the power to suddenly cease any movement or action on any macro or micro cosmic level because she is associated with Keter, which is 1. She represents the universal hypnotic power of the supreme divine power, which is the Shakti itself. Her face is strong enough to control any situation. She's one of the main aspects manifested in speech. She owns the weapon of spiritual knowledge, which removes all obstacles, hence the judgment, card. She can stop an action. So that's where she's holding his tongue because, the throat chakra is invocation, habits, routine, all that stuff. And she could stop that shit.
Yeah, I see she holding, look like she holding his throat on that one. Then on the second one, look like she holding his tongue.
Yeah, on the first one, if you notice, he had weapons in his hand, like in the first one and in the second one. The second one, his weapon is so far behind his back. So in these images, she's usually doing that against the enemy, somebody that's, because she's here to protect the village. She's here to protect the people. So that's how they show her is protecting the people. She's always fighting the enemy. It's never like I'm just out here beating ass. But she's a force to be reckoned with. Same way with Callie, how Callie is so fucking, she's not like a malicious. She can be. She has the capacity to be, but she isn't. However, if you put her in that mode, like it's like I have to go into Hulk mode to save y'all. But sometimes the Hulk mode can consume me, and I can go crazy if there's no balance here. Yeah. And that's where we get into the extreme fixed energy of Oya and that gut energy. Because I don't know if y'all get hangry like I do, but bitch, everybody can die in my head today, right now, like this.
I damn sure have said some things. I've done some things because I was motherfucking hungry.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
But it's so crazy because I dated a Scorpio that like he catered to that, and that was fun. It's like, oh my god, you're okay with my hangriness. This is amazing.
You definitely don't want to fuck with a Taurus when they hungry.
Oh no, my son is a Taurus. He's doing too much when he's hungry. Doing too much.
She is a powerful warrior. WCW.
Yes. Women Crush Wednesday.
Women Crush Warriors?
Oh, that too. Or World Championship Wrestling.
Right. Look, my slow ass, I used to think that was what it was before I even knew it was Women Crush Wednesday. I was like, oh.
Wow, where's all these wrestlers coming from?
Yeah, like they're wrestlers. Like, oh,
she doesn't look like a wrestler at all.
I'm like, okay, he wrestling with her. Okay.
Terrible.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I'm not hip on like the abbreviations and stuff. With the texting and shit like that.
No, it takes me a while. I'll be late. I'll be late to the parties.
I still don't know what ASL is.
Really?
Yeah.
That's chat room level. No, I know you fucking lying.
I mean, shit. I be asking motherfuckers, can you spell that out? Cause can you tell me what that means?
Respect.
Yeah. I be now. But I ain't gonna hold you though. When people be on the chat, when they be on chats and shit, they be spelling out all they words. I don't even give nobody no conversation. They come to me with all them damn abbreviations and shit. I'm like, look, you talking like alphabets. I can't fuck with you. Hell no.
The letters associated with the number 8 are H, Q, and Z. So if you have an H, Q, or Z in your name, I have a Q in the middle of my name, and that's fun.
Oh, you do? Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no H's in my name. And what else? I don't have no Q's. And I ain't got no Z's. You said Z, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't got none of that.
Yeah, that's all I got is a Q. The King of Cups is also a card associated with Pluto or Oya. If you pull a King of Cups upright, this person enjoys socializing, and people in general, they love audiences and are artsy and creative. But if you pull a reverse King of Cups, this person is insecure and has a tendency to form destructive relationships. They go out of their way for attention. I've seen that
Ooh.
with Scorpio energy. They love drama. They love to stay in a drama because that's how they get their attention sometimes with the ones that are imbalanced. They love to stay in that drama.
Yeah.
That's where you get them people that say that be having them weird words like, "Oh, I can't date this person because they too nice and it's boring." Oh, you must have some Scorpio somewhere in a weird like your Mercury and
I
Scorpio.
don't think I ever dated anybody that was too damn nice. I be doing a lot of reflections and shit as we be speaking. Like, I don't know if I ever dated anybody that was just too nice.
I didn't. I've never attracted so I've
I
attracted a
wish
couple
I
guys that
could.
I thought were too nice until I got to know them, and they wasn't that nice.
Oh yeah, but we
They just had
already
a
sensed that
jolly
shit at the
energy, but
door.
they still were like they still were conniving and manipulative. It was just they were
But we
just
already
easy
sensed
about
that
it.
shit though. We already sensed that shit. We just was given benefits of the doubt. We
What's
always do,
I'm
sis.
not giving nobody else a benefit of the doubt. You don't get no more benefits from me. My progressive
There
chart
was
is
somebody I
aligning
said
with my
today. I'm like,
draconic
yo,
chart, y'all. I'm going into my evil goddess era. On top of the fact that Lilith just entered Virgo, I I am not in the mood for none of that shit, bro. I don't got no more filters on my shit. I don't. Mm-mm. I used to be really good with suppressing the shit that I really want to say. I'm not good at it no more, so now I just distance myself, and I
I
love
can't
it.
suppress what I want to say. I can't do it. It does something to my body physically. You know what I'm saying? I
It
can try to
does. I
get
get
some space.
cold.
Yeah,
Mm,
I don't get cold, but I get that anxiety rises, and then I'll start to feel sick. And if I don't
mhm.
get it out,
My whole face full of mucus when I wake up the next morning. I be mad as hell. Like, damn it, that's what I get for giving niggas benefits of the doubt.
my heart be palpitating or whatever. I'm like, I don't like feeling like that over some damn words I need to say and shit. And hell, it don't shit. It is what the fuck it is at this damn point. Cause I already made myself feel bad by not speaking up on it.
That
That's one thing I had to learn to do is not withhold any anything that I wanted to say, how I felt emotionally or how I felt socially or whatever, because it's gonna fuck up my physical, and I don't like my physical being fucked with. I don't like my mental being fucked with, and I don't like not being able to express what it is I need to say, because communication rules the nation. You
I
know,
sure.
say what the hell is on your mind, no matter how it sounds. Shit. I mean, the delivery might be fucked up sometimes, but it is what it is. At least I know that's the truth that you're speaking. Right? You might not have intentionally wanted to deliver it in that manner, but still say what you need to say, and then we can we can go further in with the communication and get a better understanding. Because that's what communication is for, to get an understanding.
I like that. I'm here for it. I agree.
Share. Either get an understanding, gain some wisdom from it, practice it, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but you're supposed to use what you communicated with, though. You know, you're supposed to use something with that information. Not just supposed to have that information just sit there.
No,
You know,
they be playing in my head. I be over here chain smoking blunts.
playing in your head and playing in your bed.
Now I got a fucking cold. Now I'm eating chicken again. Like eating this shit, bro. What happened to my vegan plates? What are we doing?
Right.
I
All
need to
because
tell
I
this nigga
couldn't
I
say
know
what
he
I
ain't
wanted to
shit.
say. All because I'm sitting here still contemplating, like, how am I going to say this?
Just say it.
Just say it. Shit. If they ain't fucking with you after you say what you say, well, shit, it is what it is. And it's going to be what the fuck it's going to be. Shit. I show you they weren't real to fuck with you anyway.
You ain't telling no lies here.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what I got for you. I ain't got too much nothing else. You know, I'm gonna hit y'all up tomorrow for the Sunday service though.
Yeah, I was on time for last Sunday service.
Yeah, it's been a few Sundays. I'm trying to find a schedule, but right now I've just been flowing because you know I work Sundays, and I've gotten to this habit because by the time I get home it's dark, you know. So my body be like, "Bitch, you finna sit on down."
I've been going to bed earlier now. I was
And I'll
trying to
be
get
up at
some
6 o'clock, mad as hell. It's an ungodly
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah, I don't be trying to stay up late like that, whatever, because I don't want to be looking damn old and shit and damn not getting the rest of whatever, you know what I'm saying, like that. So yeah, I be going to bed early and shit. And plus, you know, with the school and shit like that or whatever, you know, that shit too.
I miss naps.
Yeah, because when I be grinding, sis, I don't like to grind all damn day, and then I be feeling like I'm tired. But then I'm like, nah, let me stay up or whatever and grind some more, or do some other shit. Like I don't like
Yeah,
doing
that's
that.
how I be feeling when I get home from the store.
Mhm.
Like it is not even late, but it's just the
Mhm.
sense that it's dark and it's nighttime and my body is in alignment with this. So it's like, yeah, girl, it's bedtime. Go to bed.
Yeah, and ever since I've been promoting my consultation services, whatever, like man, people been hitting me up. It's mostly men though.
Yeah.
Women don't want to hear what I got to say.
Eventually the women will come, especially when you start talking to men who have women in a space or whatever. It's
Right,
gonna
because I be
come.
trying to do the couple thing or whatever, like bring a old lady along or whatever. They swear they all be single though.
Yeah, they swear up and down they be single or they old lady
Mhm.
is the problem and she ain't shit and they love to go there, be lying hard as hell because they don't want to be accountable for the energy exchange. It is what it is. But you very insightful. So like you could feel that
Yeah.
shit before they even open their mouth.
Oh yeah, I like just within a few words sometimes, like, yo,
I know you finna bullshit in my face, bro. I don't got time for this. You gotta
sir,
go.
you about to pay me for these services. Cause you ain't about to sit up on here on my business line to be lying. Cause you think you about to catch me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Fuck
not in a
you.
vulnerable state, you know? I'm not in a vulnerable state. I've been out of my relationship for how long? So I'm in a very good space, you know what I'm saying? Since what was it, June? Shit, May, June?
Mhm.
May, June, since I've been, my little marriage or whatever and shit. So, I've been all right. I've been good.
You
I've
know
been
what
good.
song keeps getting stuck in my head? That damn Miley Cyrus song. What is it called? 23 with
Mm.
Juicy J.
Oh,
J's on my feet. J's on my feet. It just be random as hell. In the cut, be vibing. Is that somewhere or something? Are people listening to that or something?
no. It's
Oh,
on you,
okay.
sis.
It's
Maybe,
just
maybe,
me.
maybe somewhere over there, like I don't know, something's gonna happen where that song is gonna have a connection with whatever it is that that you're thinking about. Cause that happens with me. I've been thinking of a certain artist or some whatever or a certain song, and then bam, the person died. Like, oh well, I knew it was coming.
Damn.
Yeah, I predicted pretty much all their deaths. Like Whitney Houston, like all Whitney Houston songs came in my head. Then she died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a lot more celebrities. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay.
I ain't really good with like predicting specific events as much as I am with like I can predict the overall energy exchanges. Like my energy awareness is key. Like
Mm-hmm.
you I had someone give me someone's phone number and was like, "Here, can you call this person and help them?" Da, da, da. And with the phone number, I already felt the energy like, "Oh, this about to be."
Yeah.
Da, da, da. So I never called the person, and I
Right.
waited. And so the universe, I guess the universe was like hell bent on us communicating. So we ended up meeting each other in the physical in some type of way, shape, or form. Anyway, later on down the road, and it was exactly what I said the fuck it was going to be.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, this is why I didn't use the phone number, bro. I guess I
Thank you
guess I
so much,
needed that
Ladybug.
confirmation or something. Thank you. You're the greatest show ever.
Yes. That Ladybug.
Make sure you nominate us for the Cosmic Nobody's Convention, homies.
Yes, yes, yes. We need to win the podcast award.
Yeah.
Ah,
So this episode was brought to you by
body and yoni essentials made for your body and yoni essentially. Try the holistic approach. We are here Monday through Saturday. Look, I can't put that I'm available 24/7. It's a lot. It's a lot, especially with the consultation services. But what we have here, we got a few, or just a little bit of our products. Not even a lot of them. But you see down there in the right corner is the Super Heart. That's a male enhancement. That is to enhance our males, not only sexually, but physically, mentally, and give you that stamina, that energy, that metabolism, everything that you need, that focus. Yeah. So if you don't want to use it for sexual purposes, you can use it as a supplement for your everyday activities. Up above that, you have your turmeric moisturizer and our turmeric bar, which is great for
Mhm.
your skin health. Very vital, especially if you have eczema and psoriasis and other type of drying skin ailments. Yoni steam, very, very, very powerful herbs that we blend together and we smudge over them and to keep you in mind and to keep your yoni at health and also for your yoni protection. And the spirit for spiritual purposes. You need to disconnect from that man or multiple men, use a yoni steam. I highly recommend it. Um, we still carrying around these sexually transmitted
Energy.
energies, okay, that we need to get rid of. We need to practice on cutting the cords, cutting the ties,
Mhm.
and also seaming our vaginas and healing from our womb traumas. If you don't know how to do that, book a consultation with me. My number is on the website. Fill out the contact us form and get in touch with us. And now to you, Sunshine.
This episode is also brought to you by Let's Nobody's
Nobody's
Business.
business. All right.
Ah. Promoting unity amongst everyone. We are nobodies, and nobody is nothing, and nothing is everything. This is an alignment of entertainment and wellness. We provide entertainment through music, art, home and body healing, and expansion decor with organized and wire wrap, crystal jewelry, and knickknacks and wall hangings and things. Um, in addition to that, I also make positive affirmation music and juju music, music for your edification and spiritual elevation. Ashe, I mean, amen. I also have a planetary forecast. The episode from New Moon to the Lilith portal on December 1st is now up on YouTube. Type in Let's Nobody's in the search. I'm an astrologist, and a numerologist, overall energy awareness coach. I align my psychology background, my experience in counseling and teaching to provide energy awareness therapy sessions where I align your celestial charts with your chakras according to the Kabbalah and the letters, how we kind of introduced those to you today in this episode. And we can either do a one-time reading or we can do ongoing therapy sessions where we, unravel the placements one sephiro at a time in alignment to, traditional therapy settings. I love what I do. I come from a traditional psychology and teaching background. I wanted to incorporate more spirituality into it. The more I learned about Western medicine and all the, different intentions behind how we're taught things and stuff, especially in college. So I made that transformation on my own. So here I am, straddling between two realms to provide this level of service. Well, not even straddling between two worlds. I brought the best of both worlds and I put them. It's all in me. I'm every woman. Hear me? So,
come on, Whitney.
Hey, so that's what I have for the readings. I'm also a tele reader. If you just want a quick reading or whatever, I charge by the minute. I do that through a company, so that's something you have to like invest in through Live UK, which has been pretty cool. It's just a lot of love readings and boyfriend readings, and oh my god, shoot me in the fucking face. But
oh,
I'm
people need
neither
help
here
love.
nor there.
I don't think nobody's called. Look, let me tell you one thing, sis. Ain't nobody chatting in about no finances, y'all. When they got, it's expensive to pay for those services to sit on there and talk.
Yeah, but they only want to sit and talk about some dusty ass boy. Like you really called me about that. Why don't you call me about yourself, about finding out certain parts of yourself, your journey, what you should be doing and shit. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about that dusty boy. If your spirit led you to call me, then you already know the fucking answer. And I know you know the answer. Get the fuck off my phone.
Hey, but those customers right there will provide.
They're my most loyal because they like to hit me up on a regular basis. Like, we had a talk and he said he'd stop. Did he really stop?
No. Why we had to have a talk for him to stop? He should have consciously wanted to stop himself. But they don't. Sometimes people just don't think that far. So
Some
it is
people
what it
just
is.
don't. And this is not a man or woman thing because some of these women out here dusty too. I've definitely done therapy sessions with men. And the horror stories they have, I'd be like, dang, I ain't even know bitches out there that existed like that. That's wild. Like,
yeah, I've heard quite some stories from some men, and I'm just like, wow.
It's wild out here.
You can come cry on my shoulder right here, though. I can be a good woman for you. Nah, let me not make you a project. I will tell you guys that I have utilized Sunshine services and they are amazing and it's very interpersonal and it's a learning phase for me. I've learned so much. I went through quite a few therapy sessions with her and continuously, so she helps me help y'all.
I should. And I also have purchased Danielle soaps and they are crack. And my skin be feeling real good. Like, you know how soap be leaving like film on your skin or you be feeling weird or you don't feel clean. Like Danielle soaps, I feel clean. I feel clean.
I hope you do.
I like the way my skin holds the smell. It's a great time here. I'll be over here like do that. Like I need another bar. I do need another bar. I gotta wrap my mind.
I do. Look, I went and bought some base today. I was like, yeah, I gotta make some. I didn't get to send the samples for when you went to the event today.
Oh yeah, I ain't tripping. I gotta
definitely for next time when you are going. But I'm
I
gonna
gotta
send
send
you
you
some
some
love stuff
bags
anyway.
and some products myself too. So
Yes.
that's fine.
Oh, thank you, Mutu. GZ.
Super good soaps, definitely. And thank you so much, 7-Eleven, for tapping in and being active in the chat. We really appreciate you,
Oh yeah,
and what you have to offer. Virgo Virgin Talk is trying to do our next season on the Cosmic Nobody's Convention Tour. And so if you guys want to donate for what we're trying to do, we're trying to get
we ain't trying.
No, we're not trying. You're right. We
ain't doing that. So you corrected me earlier today. Now I'm correcting somebody. We ain't trying. We are doing it, sis. We
are doing it
in 2 years.
We are in the works. Yes, we did. We are technically on our 4th season, we did 4 seasons in 2 years, and we've expanded a lot, especially intellectually as women. We have expanded a lot. Our personal conversations have even transformed a lot.
Indeed.
We are planning and organizing a tour for April and May, and we are putting money to the side to purchase the transportation and different things that are required to do that. So if you would like to assist in accumulating the bus, we would like to have just a Virgo Virgin Talk bus, period. So that we can have our episodes in different locations and stuff like that. So tell your friends, hopefully we'll be in an area near you in springtime, because this will be, a conglomerate of podcasters, entertainers, business owners, healers, etc., that are going to be in alignment for this tour. So I'm very excited about this.
I'm very excited about it as well. I keep seeing it in my vision. So it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's definitely going to happen. It's been in my vision for too long.
Exactly. When we have it in our heads too long, we got to act on it. It's going to happen though. So, it's definitely on its way to us.
Oh, shit. So on that note, that's all I got. I'm finna head out, girl, because I got work in the morning.
Yeah, it's all good. We love you. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I love you, sis.
I love you too. I love you. Peace, y'all.
I got the power I share. Hell, all I do my red. Flow change like oh yeah. To my fans, more bread. Traffic and African rituals. I know it's far from typical. I know they calling it mythical. I just be calling it mystical. Whoa. Black magic with white fabric, they petrified. I see through the ancestors' eyes. You can't see it cause you rest your eyes. My chain hang for Ogun. That flame's lit, I'm in tune. That high giant is in the air, boy. That smoke fills up that room. I'm consumed. I laugh at y'all. Grant my people with good health. Don't talk about it, but I live it, boy. You grant my folks with plenty wealth. I walk the path of that shoe. Then they reciting no jewel. 2 mouths up and 2 mouths down. Got balance made in my view. Oh yeah, bring your wind to change. Power down, I share. Arun Miller, give me purpose. Power down, I share. Throw my obies to my head. Power down, I share. Read my Odu, Ifa daily. Power down, I share. Egun got me. Ori got me. Olarun got me. Soru got me. Ebo got me. Ajuban got me. Baba Wa got me. Iyawa got me. I go Obi, I go Obi, I go Obi, yo. I go Obi, I go Obi, I go Obi, yo. I go Obi, I go Obi, I go Obi, yo. Ile Mokio, Ile Mokio, Ile Mokio, Akiye. I am the sun in the moon. Still I feel like a Oshun. Ori prayer in the morning. Hands up all around. 4 pots for a goon. See my grits in the room. Throw the shells to the plate. Menchi and Della goon. 5 chains on my neck. The Ile cage they reflect. Y'all speak, oh yeah, cool. Translation as death. Sprinkle a little IJ. All that room for an E Ray. Akina Moran, I'm blowing my hand. I'm pitching the sand. Whoa! Treat the Obi, stand with my Ile Igoki. Warrior type, I'm like a trophy. Shango power, come approach me. That's thunder. For the spirits I conjure. Wake 'em up from that slumber. Right? You just call my number. Oh yeah, bring your wind to change. Power down, I share. Arun Miller, give me purpose. Power down, I share. Throw my obies to my head. Power down, I share. Read my Odu, Ifa daily. Power down, I share. Egun got me. Ori got me. Olarun got me. Soru got me. Ebo got me. Ajuban got me. Baba Wa got me. Iyawa got me. I go OB, I go OB, I go OB, yo. I go OB, I go OB, I go OB, yo. I go OB, I go OB, I go OB, yo. Ele moki yo, ele moki yo, ele moki yo, aquí, yeah.